Hello, my lovely army. It is your favorite reporter, BTS Saran here. Can you believe it has already been over 2 months since our 7 princes were finally reunited? Amidst all that excitement, our worldwide handsome Jin kicked off his tour back in late June. And recently, he finally flew out to Los Angeles to jump back into the arms of the other members. My heart is racing just thinking about it. Right now, all 7 members are staying in LA, working hard in the studio to create new musical masterpieces just for us. They have been so sweet, haven't they? Constantly updating Weverse and Instagram to make sure we don't get lonely, sending us little love notes through their posts. In yesterday's video, I chatted a bit about our darling Tay-Tay taking the mound for the Major League Baseball opening pitch at the Dodgers game. And of course, you cannot mention the Dodgers without talking about Japan's very own superstar, Shohei Ohtani. There was also that adorable interaction with pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And let me tell you, the Japanese media went absolutely wild covering it. You will not believe this, but yesterday, our stunning V graced the front covers of not 1, not 2, but 5 different sports newspapers. Is there anything stronger than a collaboration between the legendary Dodgers and our very own Taehyung? I don't think so. It really is incredible, isn't it? I found a fantastic report from the Korean media detailing V's spectacular activities. So let me share all the juicy details with you. The report says that BTS's V stepped onto the field at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, USA, to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. He completely captivated the entire world, once again proving his status as a truly global superstar. On the 26th, just before the match between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds kicked off, V took on the honor of throwing the first ball. He looked absolutely breathtaking wearing a Dodgers uniform emblazoned with his signature number 7 on the back. For the pitch itself, he coordinated perfectly with the Dodgers' talented Japanese pitcher who was behind the plate. That was, of course, the skilled Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Before the big moment, V met up with Shohei Ohtani, and my heart melted seeing them exchange greetings with a warm hug and pose for a commemorative photo. The official MLB social media accounts wasted no time posting their picture with the caption, "Best meets best." And honestly, they are not wrong. 2 massive stars were shining brightly at Dodger Stadium that day. The king of K-pop, BTS's V, and the baseball phenom Shohei Ohtani. Outside the stadium, hours before the gates even opened, a massive crowd of fans had formed a long line, just hoping to catch a glimpse of our Tay-Tay's pitch. As soon as V made his grand entrance wearing that Dodgers jersey, the entire stadium absolutely erupted into a whirlwind of excitement and cheers. Even the broadcast commentators and reporters were so distracted by the deafening roar of the crowd filling the stadium that they forgot their preparation and just stared at V in awe. Reporter Kirsten Watson was momentarily rendered speechless by the sheer volume of the cheers echoing through the stands. With a surprised look on her face, she admitted that it was the loudest crowd reaction she had ever heard in that stadium. Up in the broadcast booth, they couldn't help but call V a true global sensation. They noted that ticket sales skyrocketed the moment the news of his appearance was announced, bringing a huge number of spectators to the ballpark thanks to him. Calling him an undeniable, top-tier superstar without a shadow of a doubt, they couldn't hide their own excitement, mentioning how the people right behind them were going absolutely bonkers. As BTS's smash hit mic drop blasted through the stadium speakers, V walked up to the mound. He flashed his signature V sign, standing for both his name and victory, and then delivered a beautiful pitch with his left hand. The commentators were seriously impressed by his control, noting that he threw a fantastic breaking ball. They raved about how magnificent it was, even joking that the team should sign him as a pitcher right then and there. Following the pitch, V grabbed the mic and shouted the LA Dodgers' signature catchphrase, "It's time for Dodger baseball." His powerful shout ramped up the energy in the venue even more, getting everyone hyped for the game. I think it's safe to say V became the team's victory fairy that day. In the game where V threw the first pitch, the Dodgers shut out Cincinnati with a score of 7-0. Almost as if it was destiny, matching V's jersey number 7. High above the stadium, an airplane flew past, trailing a massive 60-meter banner cheering for V. Support messages for him were constantly flashing on the large electronic billboards along the LA freeways, and on the ribbon boards inside the stadium too. Videos of V's pitch spread like wildfire. not just among baseball fans, but reaching everyday people across America as well. It truly demonstrated the sheer power and presence of a top-class superstar. The hashtag for his name, Kim Taehyung, clocked in over 5,100,000 mentions. And he recorded the highest search volume on Google worldwide trends. More than 10 different keywords related to him started trending all over the globe. He snatched the #1 spot on real-time trends in both the US and the UK. And of course, he took the crown for #1 on the worldwide real-time trends. That wraps up the report. Oh, darling, just thinking about it makes all those warm, fuzzy feelings come rushing back. Seeing our precious Tae interacting with armies in the stands, my heart just melted hearing about all those little moments. Honestly, I'm just bursting with gratitude that he always finds ways to entertain us and make us smile. But guess what, lovelies? Speaking of our enchanting V, he pulled a surprise on us and suddenly touched down in Korea yesterday evening. It sounds like he hopped on a plane practically the morning after he finished his handsome first pitch appearance. It feels a bit like a dream, doesn't it? We were just swooning over his superstar vibes in LA. So having him back so soon gives me this mysterious, fluttering feeling. Social media went absolutely wild with his return. Everyone was saying, "Great job, Tay," and "You're back already?" He caught everyone wondering if the other boys are following close behind. Does this mean maybe we can celebrate Jungkook's birthday in Seoul together? I was trying to stay calm, but now I'm getting all butterflies in my stomach thinking about it. I noticed the caption on his arrival video mentioned he completed his overseas schedule. Does that mean his LA adventure is fully wrapped up? It really makes you wonder if maybe some of the other members sneaked back early too? Honestly, I don't think a single one of us predicted our Prids would return yesterday. The media crew live streaming his arrival mentioned he finished his work abroad. So whispers are spreading that he might be back for good. Of course, only Tae knows exactly how far along the music production is, so we can't be sure, but I can't help but think, if the recording is mostly finished and the songs are ready, maybe he decided he could wrap up the rest right here at home in Korea. That would make total sense, right? It's a bit bittersweet though. I know it's difficult because each member has such a heavy workload on their own right now. It must be hard for all 7 of them to sync up their schedules perfectly these days. Whether this is just a quick pit stop or he's home to stay, I'm not entirely sure yet. But he surely came back because he has something important on his schedule in Korea. And remember, darlings, he mentioned a 2-month plan for his trip. So even if he flies back to LA, he won't be away from us for too long. We don't have all the juicy details yet, but remember last month when he popped home? He surprised us with a lovely Weverse live. I have a sneaky feeling he might spoil us with another one this time, too. Let's just wait patiently for our Tay to tell us all about it, okay? Now, let's shift gears to our sweet angel, Jimin. Something popped up around June 11th that I'm sure many of you noticed. Yesterday, the actress Song Da-eun, who has been linked to rumors with our Jiminy before, became a huge topic of conversation again. It all started when she posted a video on her TikTok account that seemed to capture a meetup with Jimin. In the clip, it looked like she was standing in a hallway, waiting for someone, right in front of an elevator. Then, the doors slid open, and poof! Jimin appeared. She jumped out to scare him, and he reacted so genuinely, saying, "Ugh! You scared me! Did you know I was coming? I came without telling anyone on purpose!" It was quite a candid reaction. The video has been deleted now, but as we know, once something is on the internet, it spreads like wildfire because clever fans saved it instantly. People are whispering that this building is actually where our Jimin lives. Why? Well, there was a number 9 written in English on the elevator, and we all know our Chim Chim resides at 91 Hanam. Actually, whispers about a romance between these two have been floating around since 2022. Remember last year? She posted herself wearing a BTS mic drop t-shirt and even shared photos of BTS merchandise. She added a cute kissing emoji to it and showed off wireless earphone cases explicitly labeled Daeun and Jimin. There was also that dreamy video of someone walking by the ocean. She covered the person's face with a flower emoji, but our detective armies compared the background and angles. guessing it looked exactly like Jimin from some self-produced content back in 2020. There was also a clip highlighting a yellow balloon that got everyone talking about a connection to him. It seems like she has posted quite a few things that hint at a relationship over the years. But through all of this, our classy Jimin and his team haven't said a word. Facing some backlash in the comments, she actually responded personally saying, "Please, ask other people about third-party matters, not me. My mental state is perfectly fine." She even mentioned how scary fandoms can be and warned people about crossing the line into legal trouble. You know, there were moments when she really poured her heart out, warning people to please stop scaring her and sharing just how painful it all was. I remember back in June of last year, during a TikTok live, she got so emotional, telling everyone that bad karma would eventually come back around to those who hurt her family. She mentioned that people were saying the absolute worst things imaginable to her. And honestly, hearing that just breaks my heart. She said something that really stuck with me. Just because the idol you adore might have feelings for her, she didn't think she deserved to be the target of such harsh words. She insisted she wasn't the one who made the first move, begging people to please stop coming after her. Through her tears, she warned that pushed to the edge, she didn't know what she might let slip because she was just so frustrated. And you know how people always threaten to sue? She turned that around and said, "Actually, you guys are the ones who might get sued. Do you understand?" She asked while crying. It was such a heavy, tearful confession. Naturally, seeing that video sparked so many different feelings among us fans. But before we even get into the what-ifs of Jimin and Dawon's relationship, can we just agree that leaking our Jimin's private moments is heartbreaking? The reaction from our family on social media was so protective. Many said, "I don't really know much about Dawon, and whether they are dating or she's an ex or whatever, it doesn't really matter to us. But if you truly cherish our Jiminy, you wouldn't drop hints that could hurt his career or his standing, right?" With this becoming such big news, I wonder if she feels a little vindicated. I hope not, because we just want peace for everyone. We all assumed he might be dating, since he's a grown, handsome man, but a partner exposing private videos? That feels like a breach of trust. Knowing our perfectionist Jimin, he must have been so careful to keep his private life under wraps to avoid the tabloids. So seeing it spoiled like this is just tragic. Honestly, being exposed by someone you might have been close to feels even more stinging, don't you think? Fans were saying, "It hurts even more than if you were caught by dispatch paparazzi." My poor heart aches for him. Looking at his fluffy hair in the clip, it's definitely from before his enlistment. So it looks like a blast from the past, possibly years ago. And while we'll never know for sure if they were an item, the fact that this video is out now usually suggests that whatever they had is ancient history, right? Of course, maybe they were never dating at all. But I totally get why seeing it leaves a bittersweet, fuzzy feeling in our chests. I've heard the agency is currently checking the facts, but honestly, since our precious Jimin is actually in the frame this time, it feels like a line was definitely crossed compared to past rumors. I think, or admit parts of it, or even meet with her side to sort it out. I just hope they take some kind of action to clear the air, because if she decides to post something else, it could turn into a situation where our hands are tied. And we don't want that. I can only imagine how shocked our sweet Jimin must be right now. And since what's done is done and the video is out there, I really hope the agency prioritizes protecting Jimin's heart and reputation above all else. Please take care of him. And speaking of our angel, did you hear the news? He secretly returned home yesterday. Usually, we get all those flashy airport photos, but this time he slipped in quietly, completely under the radar. I'm not sure if it's because of the video drama, but I just pray this whole thing fades away quietly without getting messy. Jimin, welcome home! We know you're strong enough to overcome anything. Oh, it makes me nostalgic. Remember last year on June 12th, when our eldest, Jin, completed his service after enlisting in December 2022? And then, about 4 months later on October 17th, our sunshine HYBE came back to us. Then, can you believe it? This year, on June 10th, Namjoon and Tae returned, followed by Jimin and Jungkook on June 11th, and finally Yoongi on June 21st. BTS is finally completely back together. And get this, right now, the boys are in Los Angeles working their magic on a new album, set for release next spring. They plan to stay there for about 2 months, starting from early July. I'm so excited! I can't wait to see what group activities are coming next, and when they'll drop the details for the world tour. I was just so bursting with excitement to share these updates about our beloved BTS members with you today. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'd really love to see you here again.